Now let's prepare the base. First, we need 25 grams butter, 70 grams biscuits. Here I'm using Graham biscuits, but you may also use your preferred ones like digestive biscuits. Simply put the biscuits into a strong plastic bag and crush them with a rolling pin. Then add the melted butter and mix until combined. After that, pour them into the 6-inch pan and refrigerate for 15 minutes. However, if you wish to use a different mold or baking pan, I will include a conversion below. Second, we need ripe mangoes, which could yield 200 grams mango cubes and 350 grams mango puree. Here I'm using 3 large mangoes. So let's separate mango cubes from the irregular mango bits in 2 separate bowls. As you can see, I am just scooping out the leftover for the 350 grams mango puree. Finally, we have the irregular bits that I just scooped out and the mango cubes that we need to set aside because we'll be using it later on. Third, let's make a puree of the irregular pieces. Here I'm using a food processor, but of course you may use a blender too. After that, let's divide this puree into 2 portions. One with 250 grams and the other is 100 grams for our glaze later on. Fourth, add a teaspoon lemon juice to 250 grams puree, then 25 grams sugar, and mix until combined. You may add more or less depending on the maturity of your mangoes. Mine were too ripe at that point. Fifth, let's soak 11 grams gelatin sheets in ice cold water for 5 to 10 minutes. But if you only have gelatin powder, ratio is 3 sheets leaf gelatin is equivalent to 1 tablespoon gelatin powder. So around 3.5 to 3 1/4 tablespoon gelatin powder. Once it's soft, lift the sheets from the cold water and gently remove excess water. Then let's melt the gelatin over hot water. Once it's melted, pour into the mango puree, combine, and set aside. Followed by whipping the heavy cream until it's soft. Once ready, add the whipped cream little by little to the mango puree and gently fold like this. Using a spatula mixes the soft substances really well, so I think it is best to have one in your kitchen. If the whipped cream is already combined well with the puree, pour it into the baking pan by batches and drizzle some mango cubes, which we set aside earlier. And then just repeat the process. Flatten the surface with a spatula, and once done, cover it with plastic and chill for 3 hours. Last but not the least, let's make our mango glaze. Melt gelatin sheets with ice cold water, then squeeze excess water after 10 minutes and melt it over hot water. Once it's melted, add the gelatin into the 100 grams mango puree that we set aside and mix it. And once it's mixed, pour it on the pan. Note that mousse needs to set in the refrigerator for at least 2 to 5 hours before serving them, so better plan accordingly. Also, I am going to show you how I make my flour mango as a topping. To do this, place the mango cut side down and slice it into super thin, uniform pieces, like 2 to 3 millimeters thick. Then form the mango slices into a long snake-like shape and push the opposite sides of the long shape in a circular direction, while at the same time curling it into a flower shape. There are two ways to remove the pan, either by running a knife dipped in hot water around the edges or a hot towel on the sides of the pan. So during this time, it helps release the mousse from the pan. There you go, our mango mousse cake. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video and feel free to leave a comment. See you next time!